You mentioned the UFO convention.
Yeah.
What have you learned from those guys, the ufologists?
I really want to know what you think about that. That's the one question that I want to reverse on you. Because you've talked to so many people.
Mhm.
Do you think that aliens have actually visited Earth?
Yeah.
When?
So, when? Exact dates? I do. I think there's alien civilizations everywhere. I talk to a lot of people that have doubts about it. I just think, I even suspect there's a intelligent alien civilization in our galaxy, and I just can't imagine them not having visited us. So I lean on that. What that actually looks like, I don't know. The stuff we're seeing in terms of UFO sightings, I think that's much more likely. Um, to the degree it's real, it's much more likely government projects. So military, Lockheed Martin, this kind of stuff.
So you think that they have knowledge of it?
Yeah. Yeah.
One thing I think about with aliens is scale. So we have this idea that an alien would be a gray alien or almost humanoid lookalike that would visit us in human form, arms, legs, head. But who's to say that they're not able to shrink down to microscopic size with the same neural capacity?
Yeah. Or just have a very difficult to perceive form.
But I mean, that they would go small, not big.
No, I think that would take a humanoid-like form just to be able to communicate with humans. I think that the big challenge with aliens is to be able to find a common language. So if you come to another planet and you suspect that there's some kind of complexity going on, but it looks nothing like humans, you have to find a common language.
Mm-hmm.
And I think aliens would try to take physical form that's similar, that us dumb humans would understand.
Language is really interesting too. I have this series that I'm going to announce for the first time on here, but I'm really interested in endangered languages in the U.S. There's like 150 languages in the U.S. with less than 1,000 speakers.
Wow.
And I want to like help spearhead efforts to preserve some of these. Like, for example, Hawaiian Sign Language, 15 of those people left.
Holy shit.
Because when Hawaii got annexed, the ASL community tried to make it so the deaf native Hawaiians wouldn't be able to speak their native sign language. And so they would do it under the desks at like schools for the deaf and blind. And they would get like their mouth washed out with soap and stuff if they so much as did the Hawaiian hand signs. Also, the Gullah Geechee language in the South Carolina Sea Islands, Hilton Head Island and stuff, that's like it's almost a Creole language that's been in the U.S. for hundreds of years, existing in isolation. That's being threatened by golf course developments. I don't know how into language you are, but I've been getting super nerded out about it.
Actually, I'm interviewing somebody tomorrow who's an expert in human language. He's from MIT, studying the syntax of a lot of languages, including in the Amazon jungle, the peoples that live in the Amazon jungle region. Yeah, it's fascinating. Human language is fascinating, and also the barriers it creates, and also how the games are played to what you're speaking by governments. This is part of the story of Russia and Ukraine, is a battle over language. The Ukrainian language is a symbol of independence, which is why they were trying to make it the primary language of the nation. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes the language represents the culture and the peoples.
Yeah.
And it's like intricately tied to the culture of the people.
I've been trying to learn Navajo.
Which languages do you know?
Spanish and English.
Spanish well?
See.
I don't know Spanish that well, so that passes me. Yeah,
okay.
You're fluent, basically.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't. Hola.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was real Cancun spring break.
Well, I actually speak fluent Spanish according to Spotify because there's every episode is translated overdubbed by AI in Spanish.
God.
Yeah, there's a
you have a Spanish robot assigned to you?
I have a Spanish robot. I sound like incredibly intelligent and intellectual in Spanish.
Senor Fridman.
Exactly. From everything you've done, all the people you've seen, do you think most people are good? Underneath it all.
Yeah.
So the ones that do all the extreme shit.
Okay, I'll put it like this. Most people think they're doing the best thing for the world. I don't think anyone except for maybe a small fraction of sociopaths wakes up every day and says, I'm going to fuck somebody's life up today. I think the far majority of people are fighting for what they think is right and do want to see America succeed and want us to be in a happy place where no one is subjugated. I just think people have drastically different ideas of what means will get us there. And unfortunately, that's leading to a lot of misunderstandings between cultures. And yeah, I think that most people are good. I've been through some things that leads me to believe that a lot of people, though, are primarily motivated by self-interest, and that in a fight or flight situation, most people will choose flight. So I don't know if people are courageous as a whole, but I think generally good. But the energy to stand up for what's right, not sure about that.
They have the capacity, though,
Yeah.
to do good.
I think human beings are inherently selfish as well. But I don't think that selfish is inherently bad. I think humans are primarily motivated by self-interest, but generally have positive intentions.
I do hope more humans rise to the occasion and have courage of their convictions, courage to have integrity. But yeah, I think that most people are good, and they want to do good, and they have the capacity to do a lot of good.
Mm.
That's why I have hope for this whole thing we got going on. How do you heal the misunderstandings between people, you think?
Listening. It's the only option we have. No forced education, no like forced meetings or mediations between political opponents. Just listen to more people and really listen. Try to get rid of whatever preconceived notions you might have about how you should feel about someone you are supposed to disagree with, and just keep your ears and your heart open to people that you don't know, and your life will change.
Keep your heart open.
A lot of people are scared to listen.
Well, Andrew, I'm a big fan, and thank you for being one of the best listeners in the world.
Amen.
And showing the full spectrum of humanity to us so we can listen as well and learn. And just thank you for doing everything you're doing. Keep doing
Amen.
it.
Thanks so much for having me on. You're a great man.
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate it.